Weather for Weather Geeks back on this Monday evening. Hope you had a good weekend, everyone. It's the 26th day of September, and today a notable day in recent weather history here in Youngstown because it stayed in the 60s for the first time in 3.5 months. We didn't get to 70 degrees or above, and actually this high of 68 today occurred this morning. This afternoon, temperatures, once the showers pushed in, actually dropped back into the lower 60s, and we kind of hung out there most of the afternoon. So the streak is over after setting a new record. 108 straight days of 70-degree plus temperatures. That was one of the characteristics of the summer and early fall season, the consistency of the warmth. I've talked about this a few times. We didn't break any individual day high temperature records over the summer. It was just consistently very, very warm, but not super hot very often. And that's been the case in September as well. All right, so we had our showers, and this was, nothing to write home about as far as rainfall amounts. 0.15 in Boardman, about a tenth of an inch. Latonia, Guilford, East Palestine, a little more than that over in Mercer. Newton Falls had 0.11. Austintown, about a tenth of an inch. The showers are pushing east. It was a nice sunset this evening. Hope you got to enjoy the sunset, and if you took any pictures, pass them along to me either on social media or email weatherpics@wfmj.com. The departing cloud shield responsible for the very, very nice sunset, the sun hitting the backs of these clouds that are pushing away and creating the beautiful scene. We'll have a clear sky for tonight, and tomorrow is going to turn out to be a pretty nice day. This is a very autumnal air mass pushing in. Look how dry the air mass is off to our west. We still have dew points in the upper 50s here locally, but Columbus at 49, and then dew points are in the 30s as you get into parts of the Midwest. Very, very dry, nothing atypical for this time of the year, but this is the kind of thing we don't see in July and August. It's one of those things we start to see more often as we get into the autumn season. Well, tomorrow's going to be the best day of the week. Tomorrow's the day to mow, walk the dog, do whatever you want to do outdoors. It'll be a breezy day. Notice our wind particles here out of the southwest. We could see some gusts to 20 to 25 miles per hour. Otherwise, nice day. Sun will be out all day, hardly a cloud in the sky. Enjoy it, because the rest of the week, not so hot. This low pressure system, both at the surface and upstairs in the atmosphere, is going to get stuck. It's what we call a cut-off low. It gets cut off from the main jet stream. At 6 o'clock today, I made the analogy, it's like a kid missing his bus. Well, the bus is taking off up into Canada, leaving behind our low without a ride, and it's just going to kind of meander around and act like it's lost for a few days. And as long as it's meandering around, showers here and there Wednesday, here and there Thursday, right into Friday as well. All right, we're going to compare our models here over the next several days. Certainly singing the same tune in the next few days. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Our upper level low right over the northern lakes tomorrow. Then it's going to kind of dumbbell down and just sort of park over the Ohio Valley. Wednesday into Thursday. Notice our two models, the GFS and the European, pretty good agreement on its location through Thursday. They start to diverge a little bit by Friday. Now, it's not a big difference. The European has the center of the low here, the GFS here. The mileage between those two centers not great, but the impacts on our weather could matter because there'll be dry slots that come up around this upper level low, and depending on where the low is parked, that'll determine where the dry slots are. So there's a chance, depending on where this thing sets up on Friday could turn out to be a decent day. Or we might get stuck under persistent showers if we were in the wrong spot. It's a forecast we can't really make with any degree of accuracy this far out. So if you're heading to high school football Friday, make sure you're catching up on the latest forecasts. So we head into the weekend. Again, not a big mileage difference between the two centers of low pressure here on our models. I mean, we're only talking a couple hundred miles, but again, that can make a big difference. And with the low in the vicinity on Saturday, will allow for at least spotty showers. Whether it's more than that or less than that, whether it's a washout or if it's just an isolated shower, too early to say, but at least the chance of some spotty showers. Saturday, same idea Sunday. This thing's going to take until Sunday night to finally lift northeast and allow things to warm up as we've expected as we get into early October. Still counting on that here as we get into October. Here's the 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. Seems reasonable to me. A lot of warmth in the east. This covers October 4th through the 10th. So this is beyond the weekend and into next week. Once this upper low lifts out, all systems go for the warm-up as we get into that first and second week of October. October as a whole is still looking above average in a lot of places. This is the latest climate modeling for the month of October, the entire month. Best chance of a cooler than average month will be in the southern tier of states. Best chance for warmer than average right across the northern tier. And so I'm expecting October to continue the trend we've had most of 2016. In other words, be above average in terms of temperatures. Now, in terms of precipitation, the modeling continues to sing a pretty dry tune. Now, October is typically one of our drier months, but this year it may even be drier than average if you believe the last several runs of the climate models. When the models are this consistent, it certainly increases our confidence of a seasonal or a monthly forecast like this. All right, that'll do it for tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. Coming up tonight after the big debate, 21 News at 11. We'll have plenty of election and debate coverage, of course, but of course you're going to get a lot of good weather information as well. Hope you stay up with us, and I'll see you right back here Tuesday evening for more Weather for Weather Geeks.